We're live on twitch.tv/
Yeah, Base Night.
The Base Night.
This is the. We should probably like do an introduction. I mean, you know, not all of our viewers are regular listeners.
Hey, what's up, simpletons? Welcome back to the
simpletons.
Hey guys, what's up?
Welcome idiots?
Back to Something Simple. What's up, dumbasses? Welcome back to the Something Simple podcast, where we talk about anything that isn't simple. And I think we have a couple things already queued up. Don't you agree?
Yeah, no, we're gonna talk about looks at list. We're gonna talk about roleplay, movies, TV shows, topical events. Oh, by the way, did everybody know that Oliver Tree died in June? It's terrible.
I can't believe you didn't think it was fake, though.
No,
I mean,
well,
fake,
I don't have the history that you do about Oliver
Tree. That is true, dude, because originally when I heard that, I was like, like, bro, he's faking it. And then I was like, oh my god, actually, you know what? He's dead.
Would you consider yourself like an Oliver Tree fan? Like were you like, how into his music were you, out of curiosity?
Out of Oliver Tree, I mean, he had some bangers. Like, I think I have like 6 of his songs liked on my Spotify or something like that.
Okay.
But, like, you know, honestly, his music is like when I want to like hang from the ceiling. You know, I feel like his music is it's kind of depressing, and you know, with the whole situation with him, it adds to it.
It's full of despair. Well, it wasn't like something that he brought about of his own accord. It was do you know what happened? Do you know what happened?
Yeah, he got in a fucking helicopter.
A helicopter.
Wreck.
Yeah, it was a collision mid-air. Can I be honest with you? Can I be honest with you, Hayden?
Yeah, it was the FBI.
No. Dude, am I like the conspiracy theorist now? Like, are you already like shoehorning in like the archetype? Like, I'm the crazy guy. Okay.
Throwing it out there, maybe.
Okay, no. I was gonna say that. God damn it! Now I don't even like that. Now I'm thinking about is Mossad. Mossad did it, dude. Like 47 days before.
Yeah. 47 days before.
You completely derailed me, and I'm not even mad about it.
Do you know how they're like every single famous person is starting to do like a movie about their life? Do you think Oliver Tree's family is going to do that?
I think that we will have to actually wait for like the aviation report to come out as to like, because if it's interesting enough, then I think they will absolutely make a film based on his life. He was doing a world tour. That's why he was there.
Yeah, I mean, I think
which is kind of crazy to think about.
Interesting life, dude. First off, he's during a world tour. First off, who allowed that to happen? Like, obviously they have people on like air.
It's actually really common. No, it's actually really, really common with helicopters. That's how Kobe went out.
Rest in peace, Kobe.
Yeah, the Black Mamba.
Yeah. Are you a like basketball fan at all, or do you like sports, Draz? I never actually asked you that.
Yeah, no, I do like certain sports. I live in Detroit, obviously. So, not a big football fan because the Lions get murdered every like all of my life. They have gotten better in recent years, but growing up, the Detroit sport was always hockey. I grew up like during the years of Yzerman.
Really, hockey?
Well, the Red Wings have won the most Stanley Cups out of like every other team in the NHL.
Is that kind of like the like World Cup for like football?
The NHL is like the Stanley Cup is like the World Cup.
Did you play any sports like when you were younger, or?
Yeah, I played roller hockey. And I also did flag football in in middle school. Did you do any sports?
I did a lot of sports, man. I used to be on the swim team. I used to.
Yeah, you've got kind of like those long, like mutant arms that like are really helpful for the swim team. You've got that reach,
like
you know.
Yeah,
you can like,
I'm
you
like
just like pull
Slenderman.
the water towards you, dude. Like,
Yeah, dude, I'm very aerodynamic.
Yeah,
some
it's
lanky
true.
and tall. I look like an exotic cricket, and so like I was great.
Bro, look like the side of a door.
No, I played baseball for like 5 years.
Okay.
But I was never a baseball fan. Like I never watched the sports. And then Minecraft came out, and I was like,
You know,
dude,
I never knew that you played baseball for 5 years. Like, how old were you? Like, are we talking t-ball? Because I'm pretty sure that's like a universal, like, American child experience.
So it started like it was like 4th grade,
Okay.
probably to like 8th grade, maybe like a little sooner than that actually. So like it was like me going on to like middle school, and then I dropped it because like I was like, you know what would be easier than going out on this hot, fucking baseball field every day, sitting at home playing Skyrim or playing Minecraft with the boys on Xbox. So that's what I just gave up on it. I wish I did more sports. Now I played like with buddies, we played a lot of rugby, and so that was like what we enjoyed doing. Because where I used to live, we had like a rugby park not far, and so me and a couple of my friends would go and play rugby. So yeah,
I was
wish
in
did
the
more sports.
performing arts club in high school, and when I was a kid, actually, I was in a bunch of like children's plays. I was Stuart Little, and I also was in Bugsy Malone and a bunch of other productions. Fuck you! What is that supposed to mean?
You're giving us Stuart, bro.
I'm giving Stuart.
You're giving Stuart.
Yeah.
No, I'm not even joking. I always wanted to do, like theatrical stuff in high school. But I never got into it because I was a part of the marching band. And that was, I mean, it was fun. It's a marching band, you got to deal with some of the like weirdest people of your life, but it'll teach you real quick how to get away from weird people.
Both of my brothers were marching band, and they both played the tuba.
I played
in the marching band.
Well, I played I did trumpet for the first year, and then I switched over to tuba, and then
I played the trumpet in middle school.
I
was taught the trumpet. My music teacher in middle school, his name was Mr. Quackenbush. I'm not kidding. That was his last name. Yes, and I used to get in trouble with Dylan Madaw in elementary and middle school whenever he would teach us, because I'd go quack and duck. Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Now my
Happy 4th of July loan.
Happy 4th of July, my friend. We so my band director, his name was Jimbo. But he was like a real strict, because like we had a huge band, dude. It was like 250 kids, right? And so it was fucking massive. It was like a 5E band or whatever it was, 4E, or I think it was like a 4E band or something like that. But there was this one time he fucking lost it. Not me, but my friends, because we were in the orchestra room, which is like connected to the band room.
Okay.
We were in the orchestra room, and my friend brought a plastic bottle of wine. And so it was like this, like, like the aqua bottles or whatever, filled it up with his mom's wine. And we're in the orchestra room, like in pitch black, like chugging this wine before this like football game. And someone found out. someone found the bottle because my friend didn't take it out with him, and they figured out it was them. But I didn't get chewed out. But I mean, Jimbo was.
That's exactly how I got my first out of character, or not out of character, fucking roleplay brain, dude. Oh no, the roleplay brain strikes. That's how I forgot my first out of school suspension was bringing a bottle of alcohol to my high school and then trying to share it with the band kids because I was a drunk teenager. And then getting fucking ratted on.
My first out of school suspension for me, man, was so it was 7th grade, and dude, around that time life was difficult. I was still figuring out
life
who
is
I was.
Always difficult in those years, man.
Nothing
it's
is that
rough.
Simple. It's never simple. Right?
It's never that simple. Looks at camera.
Looks at camera.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Something Simple podcast. No. Yeah, so the first out of school suspension I got was for a week, and it was because my friends showed me how to fold this like milk carton so that you could stomp on it and it would like fucking like make the loudest boom that you can imagine, right?
Yeah, because the air just explodes.
Yeah, I mean, it just fucking explodes. And so I grabbed this like chocolate milk carton, chug this milk, and fold it, right? So I can like pop it. And I'm like, dude, should I do it in the, and we're like in the cafeteria. And he's like, no, you should do it behind the police officer. And I was like, oh, okay.
Oh my God, dude. Who told you to do that?
So there was these two kids.
Jesus Christ.
His name was Brandon and Jaden. And
those are some real fucking Gen Z ass names.
Yeah, Braden and Jaden were their names. And one of them was like Is
this a bit? Is this a bit?
No,
Braden and Jaden told you to stomp on the milk carton to like sound like an explosion behind the police officer.
I'm not joking. This is a real fucking story. All right, I'm not even joking. All right. So,
okay, dude.
But we would always get in trouble together, right? And it just comes from.
That's why I'm glad that you and I did not go to school together. Because it would have been bad.
We would have been fucking cooked. So whatever. They're like, you should go do it, and I'm like, all right, cool. And so I go up behind this police officer. And he's like looking or whatever. I pretend like I'm throwing something away. And I set it on the ground. And like, I'm not like super close, but I'm close enough where
How close are you? Like if you had to measure it?
Like probably like 7-8 feet away.
Okay. So you're 7-8 feet away from this officer. Okay, if you laid down, like you'd be able to touch his foot, like his ankle, Yeah,
I'd be close. I'd have to stretch, but I'd be close.
Okay.
And so I put the milk carton down, and I just fucking jump up and stomp on it. And it is the loudest boom I had ever done with that. Right? Everyone in the fucking cafeteria goes quiet. And they all look at me. And this police officer turns around and he has his hand like on
his gun.
On his gun. And he looks at me and he like just does a frown and shakes his head.
You little motherfucker.
And then he sends me to the office. Dude, I got in so much fucking trouble. like the police officer came there and was like, you know how dangerous that is? And I'm like, hey,
do you know I could have shot you? I could have unloaded into you, you little punk.
I would have fucking done me clip into you.
Yeah.
I could have mag dumped you, you little bastard.
So, I mean, that's, dude, 7th grade, I was a terrible student. So,
yeah,
but
we both were.
Dude, we were bad, man. And
we were, man.
He told me he was like,
dude, it was rough. Dude, you want to talk about like maladaptive? Okay, I used to like. I didn't like half of my teachers during. I think it was like my junior year. And I would literally just like walk out of the school and like fucking drive to Taco Bell. Like I would just leave. I would leave and like there was no truancy officer like coming after me. I would skip like 4 hours and I would only go to the classes that I liked. And I did that for like 2 whole semesters and then I had to go to summer school because I just skipped like over 50% of my classes in the school year.
Dude, I used to skip classes, but I low-key didn't do anything in my classes anyway, so like, why would I even skip them if I was just gonna fall asleep in them? you know.
Yeah.
So I just gave up on like, oh dude, I'll sneak in the band cubbies where like we put our tubas, and I'll put the tubas in a certain way so no one can see me, you know, and all this other like thinking I'm slick and shit, when in reality I could just go to class and fall asleep, and I would have been done with it by the end of it. But
oh my
holy
god,
fuck, we got off on a ramble. Back to roleplay, our original topic that we were talking about.
dude, I don't even know how we got here from roleplay.
I don't know where it started.
Neither
nor
do
does it
you.
matter.
Neither do you.
So,
Yeah.
Dresker, what do you think the current state of roleplay is? For
That is a loaded ass question.
I
That is a
know.
loaded ass
I'm coming in
question.
swinging. I'm coming in swinging.
Dude, I have such like a. I used to perhaps maybe be able to like give some sort of measured take, but I feel like I am so deep into it at this point, and also like so withdrawn that I have like such a warped perspective, you know. I no longer have
like it
like
does that.
POV of a participant, like, you know what I mean.
No,
It's
because
just,
you've seen how the sauce is made. I mean, both of us have. A lot of people
and
have.
it's
And I feel like
ugly.
every-
It's ugly,
Yeah.
man.
And
It's-
I feel like no, for real. I feel like every person you've met that has seen the sauce and how it's made is immediately
they're permanently altered. They're permanently altered.
Yeah, like it might cause brain damage. So if
Yeah.
that gives you guys any inclination on what to do, is just consume content that others produce.
Yes,
Never produce anything
seriously.
for yourself, ever.
No,
we're
I think that no, genuinely speaking, I mean, we talk like we like yap constantly about like the egalitarian project, about the idea of trying to like make sure that like everybody gets a turn to volunteer, a turn to, you know, like consume, and a turn to like provide, and we swap out and we switch out and so forth. But I have found that it is the scarcity really is at the level of good DMs and map and avatar creators. And I mean, that's not like, you know, any sort of like new revelation.
So, do you think? And sorry for interrupting, but do you think if,
never
let's say,
interrupt me.
don't ever, and he just like kicks me. from
Don't
the-
ever get out of
Interrupt me.
here.
Yeah.
So, do you think that if every other person knew how to create avatars and either do map work or
Yeah.
you know want to help produce, do you think that would make it easier, or do you think it would be like something?
Well, I would recommend
Less
that
special.
anybody who spends a significant amount of time like associating in the VRRP circle, or anybody that how do I say this? Like, who makes this their like third space, you know? They should just learn how to make avatars, just period. And that's not even like to support projects or to like contribute to the overall creation. That's just a level of freedom. That's liberty. So that, because I've seen so many people that have been gotten like messed up off of like commissions that weren't fulfilled, people that have gotten scammed, you know, like creators
that is a big problem, dude.
yeah, no, it absolutely is. I've seen and heard of like so many cases, and there are some people that are obviously like they've built up a reputation and you can trust them and so forth. But then oftentimes, I mean, you've heard the conversations that I've had. They're usually booked. They're busy.
Yeah,
and I mean,
yeah.
that's on top of like, because they're usually also making their own stuff for their own passion. You know, they've got to fuel that. That's a whole separate engine. So they've got
Yeah.
like, you know, if they're taking commissions, they're not just taking commissions, they're also making their own stuff, you know, to like keep their own interest going. So they get overburdened really quickly.
Yeah, I'd be curious to see, you know, if I could like magically snap my fingers or something, what would,
Yeah.
like, obviously the avatar creators in the sphere wouldn't be able to make money, you know, to the extent that some are, not all of them, of course, but like to the extent that some are. And I don't know. I don't know if I'd want to. I don't think I'd ever want to see that go because I don't know. Some pride in me, and obviously, I don't create my own avatars. Shout out to the avatar creators I've commissioned out there. Some of you. But no, I mean, I would hate to see the joy of like handing them a $100 tip or $50 tip on top of it, or and maybe that's just me, but someone might feel absolutely different. So
well, this is something that I said to one of the avatar creators in our community recently. It's like when I was talking about it, if you like factor in the niche of this, how few avatar creators there are, right? So you have scarcity, and then if you factor in their expertise, right, like their skill, and then if you factor in like the labor, right, the time and effort that goes into like actually making these, there is no way that any avatar creator in this space, like genuinely, for like a good like roleplay avatar, there's no way that they can charge like equitable rates that properly compensate them for those three things. Yeah, it would. Maybe, yeah, or at least approaching 1,000 in most cases. But yeah, no, I mean like the amount of hours that typically go into, and there are some people that can throw them together really, really quickly. I've seen people that can throw them together in like, not like a full one, but like, like a kind of reduced capacity, like in maybe like anywhere from 3 to 7 hours. But even still, like you got to think of the scarcity, you got to think of like the technical knowledge that goes into that.
And it's also like if people did play or pay a avatar creator to the full extent, expertise, everything, you're getting up there $1,200 range, like you're going to need to take that somewhere to use the product that you received. Now, to spend that amount of money on an avatar, dude, like this project better be running for the next 600 years. You know what I'm saying? Like, I gotta get my motherfucking money's worth out of this. And so, but it's such a niche hobby, man. And do you, Drasker, foresee VRChat LARP ever getting further than what it is now? Like, and that includes not just our project, but other projects as well.
Well, like you gotta define like what you mean by like getting further, because like more mainstream, because no one ever thought in a million years that Critical Role was going to be what it was. Right? And sure, they fucking insane voice actors, crazy production team, everything far in between. But it all started with a bunch of nerdy ass voice actors gather around a table every month on a Tuesday to do some, D&D. So, do you think it'll ever get to that mainstream point? I think that VRChat LARP is currently handicapped by the sales projections of these VR headset companies and the lack of like a mass-produced like economic model. Now, we did have like the Quest 2 and the Quest 3, and I know that those brought in a lot of new people into like VR. However, like I don't think that there's a lot of new people coming in that are going to be entering the space with a Steam frame, No. And that's for the existing consumers. And if you want something to go mainstream, you need to have the infrastructure for that. So I don't think that we're going to see that until something fundamentally shifts with the manufacturers and with their like sales projections. But I will tell you that there is a mainstream demand for it. The demand is absolutely there, and I think I proved that when that TikTok I posted around the beginning of the year. Yeah, it got 100K views. So I think the
Yeah.
demand is absolutely there. People want to be able to have like fully embodied, like experiences like D&D and VR.
Yeah, I mean, I think like something that I love about VR LARP is you could never in a million years see a 600-foot tall tree get struck down by, a fucking lightning bolt and it starts curling over, and no amount of DM detail on tabletop side is going to be able to justify that feeling. Right, and that can go for various things, like in a bunch of other projects as well, like these monstrous things, like, and VR Chat LARP provides such a very deep, detailed, the potential very deep, detailed world that you can explore and enjoy. Whereas, like, you're going to be missing something on the tabletop, you're going to be missing something on so on and so forth, other games, that kind of deal. So
dude, the first time that you step into like a VR Chat RP is, I feel like, a very transformative experience. Like, you kind of like can always remember back to that moment where you're like, whoa.
What was your first wow moment? Because I know mine off the top of my head.
Mine was Sir Steve-O leading me around the city of Naudus.
And that was your holy shit moment?
Yeah, like watching people walk through the streets, like seeing how big the map was, and I was just like, even like seeing like a town that has been like, like instantiated in Unity, like to that level, and like I had no idea anything like that was even possible.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, there is something to say about how magical that first wow moment is, and like it every single person I've met, it hooks them in. It's like, oh well, I'm coming back. I'm coming back because, I mean, like any drug, and VR Chat LARP is a drug. You're gonna want more of it, man.
I feel like if you've ever role played on like an MMO or anything like that before, the moment that you like realize like that what is happening like in VR is going on, you're gonna double down, you're gonna triple down, you're gonna invest, you're gonna like get the full body and so on and so forth, get like the finger tracking, and like, because it's just so different. It's different, it's niche, it's not everyone has it, and it really, like, especially in the beginning stages, feels like, I'm just gonna say magical, man. Like that is 100% the truth. I know for me, my first like magical experience where I was a part of a group and we were going like raiding through this like huge like castle city. And we were all like Roman legionnaires. And we're like fighting ninjas and fucking like you're Roman legionnaires fighting ninjas
in the castle. Yeah, we're like fighting ninjas and like
oh man,
cyborgs and like a bunch of like just
that's so cool,
shit
dude.
that doesn't make any fucking sense at all.
Yeah, I love that.
We were also like a mafia, right? Like, but it was
dude, when are we going to do the legally distinct magical school roleplay? When are we doing it, man? When are we doing it, dude?
We'll have to run a one shot. We have to run a one shot just to see if people are gonna want to. I mean, like one shots are the best.
But this goes back. This goes back to what we were saying. You got to get the avatars.
Yeah.
Got to get the avatars set up, man. I know.
It's bottleneck.
You understand? Yes, dude.
It's just bottlenecks.
I have I have the assets. The avatars.
All right, guys.
I have like some, not all of them, but I have a good amount of them, dude.
I remember when we were doing that. Indeed, we.
Yeah. You still own the Discord. You own it, right?
Yeah, it's still there.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
Ravenspire Academy.
Ravenspire Academy coming to you this fall. No, it isn't.
No, do not give a release date. I will fucking murder you.
No, but I mean, like, there's. I love that the VR chat sphere, you can express anything, anyway, and.
Hold on. I'm not letting you run away from Ravenspire, okay?
What do you mean? I'm going to run it?
I'm pulling you back, man. Okay, listen. I know what I need to do to rope you into doing work. Okay, I need to get you passionate. That's what I need to do.
It's
so
not a
tell us
matter
about
of-
your character. Tell us about the character you're gonna play.
I can tell you about the concept idea. I have
Yeah,
for my
give me the
character.
concept.
Oh,
Give me the
God, dude,
concept.
What was it? I don't even remember what house he was a part of. Do you remember the houses?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I remember House
Hold on,
Dracarius.
I remember House Shikarius. Hold on, I know I have it
Best
somewhere
house.
deep within.
The
There it
legally
is,
distinct
Ravenspire.
Slytherin. Dude, we're gonna get in trouble, man. We're gonna get in trouble if we like keep saying this shit regarding this project.
Well, it's our own Magic Academy, and that's not like something that's new. All right,
It just happens to have 4 houses
shut up, bro. Dude,
that are all
stop. You're
represented by
making it worse.
magical animals.
You're making it worse.
And the
bro.
and the
You're
map
making it
is
worse.
the map is literally a rip of Hogwarts.
Dude, that's not Hogwarts, bro. That's Ravenspire.
Yeah, no, sorry. You're right, bro.
Sorry,
My bad.
sorry.
That's my bad.
Please do not fucking sue us. We're just some nerds.
We are getting sued. We are getting fucking
trading.
sued, dude. We're cooked.
And you know what? So we have Dracarius, House Balin.
I was ballin'. It's not. It's Balian. It's Balian.
Balian.
You keep calling it ballin'. I know you're gonna say that in roleplay.
Yeah.
With your dyslexic ass, dude. You're gonna be like, "How's ballin'?" I'm gonna
House
snap my
Argentor.
neck from across the fucking map.
Okay, remember?
And I'm gonna
Alright,
glare
gonna
at
quiz
you.
I'm gonna quiz you.
Okay.
Dracarius, what's the animal?
It's a dragon.
House Balin, what's the animal?
It's not ballin'. Okay, how's ballin'? Is that fuck.
Just don't pull it up. I know you're gonna pull it up.
No, I'm not. Okay, one of them is a turtle. I don't think that's ballin'. I think that's the other one. And then Argentorn is a stag. I don't remember what ballin' is.
Balin is the stag, and then Argentorn is the.
It's a unicorn. It's a unicorn.
Yeah.
Fuck.
And then
Yeah.
House Valmarin is the turtle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, dude, I would love the idea. I think my initial idea was I was the house, like, what was it? It was like house lead or whatever. What did we call them?
The house
They
boy,
were like
the head
Yeah.
boy. We're just
The head
stealing
boy,
terms
yeah.
from fucking JK, dude. We're just gonna rip that shit, dude. We're thieves. We're thieves.
That's not like something that you can fucking trademark. Like they have house boys and house girls in like private academies in the
Yeah, defend
like
us.
that.
Defend us, dude. We're gonna
No,
need
that
that
is
in
there.
court. Forward that to our lawyers.
These two dumbasses would like to represent themselves. You know? Like,
Yeah, exactly. Dude, if we represented ourselves in court, we would fucking kill that shit.
yeah. No, dude,
Yeah.
I'd fumble the bag.
No, dude. Like listen, you'd be like the guy that talks, and I'm like feeding you I'm like the feverish, like mad guy with like the crazy hair in a suit that's like feeding you like the documents.
Yes.
You know, like the
Oh, yeah.
the case law and shit.
So my
And
original idea is that,
you're like, Your Honor, House Ballin is legally distinct because it meets these criteria, and you look down at the fucking page, and then I'm whispering it to you like wholesale,
you're
like I'm just whispering the whole thing.
Earpiece, and you're like,
Yeah.
say this.
Say
Trip and fall. Trip and fall.
Yeah. Exactly.
They'll get a yellow card if they kick you. All right.
Oh my god.
So, the initial idea I had was like a satyr, you know, head of the house boy was a satyr,
Yeah.
House Argentorn individual.
Right.
And so
Right.
I can't remember yours. Were you going to do like a Draco Malfoy for Dracarys?
Dude, you cannot say that. You need to put legally distinct in front of it, dude.
Legally distinct.
Oh my god, you're pissing me off, man.
Inspired Draco Malfoy character.
I was gonna do a character that might have been inspired by that archetype some may know as Draco Malfoy.
Yeah. Well, that isn't like a new archetype. That's been like in so many stories.
Yeah, totally.
What were your teachers' names?
He's gonna be some like
remember
little
your
Aryan evil asshole. Oh, my teacher? I have no idea, man.
You were
I have
Defense
one
Against
teacher
the Dark
idea
Arts.
though. Yes,
Right?
I called that.
Distinctly.
Oh no, dude, we're so cooked. We're so cooked.
Distinctly, defense against the dark arts of
Protection
our own
against evil magic class.
the protection of evil.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember how he looked. Do you remember what you were saying about how you wanted that teacher to look? Because when
Yeah,
you going to do anything distinctly,
He was gonna be legally distinct Remus Lupin.
no, you didn't Remus Lupin. Yeah.
Fuck, man.
That teacher was representing Argentorn, or that
Yes,
professor.
that's correct. That's correct. Yes.
legally distinct professor. And I
Yeah,
was going to
if we keep saying it, Hayden, it just keeps getting stronger. It's like a spell. You know?
Yeah.
If we say legally distinct loud enough.
Legally distinct. And I think I was going to do a potion, the potion teacher, potion alchemical professor for.
Yeah, I was trying to push
Valmarin.
you. So yeah, I was gonna push you towards like magical beasts because like you're kind of a hippie.
Oh, okay. I'll go fuck
Yeah.
myself. But
You're a little alt. You know, Hagrid's alt, right?
yeah.
Would you
my only
describe
problem is
Hagrid? Would you hold on? Would you describe Hagrid as alt?
I would describe Hagrid.
You
as
claim
simple.
him?
I would describe him.
Are you gatekeeping altness from Hagrid?
No, I think he has the potential to be alternative. Well, I don't
Okay.
think like he does live
Does
like
he
an
need
alternative.
Does he need like
lifestyle.
eyeliner? Like, what's your problem with him?
It's nothing in particular that I have a problem with.
Do you think Hagrid is gay-coded?
Character. Yeah, he's a bear. He's a bear.
That's not what I asked you. Do you think he's gay-coded?
Gay.
He's an ex-con animal activist. He is so alternative. He is so alternative.
And he's alternative. Dude, I don't know what you're grilling me on him. Hagrid from Harry Potter is alternative or not. He can do whatever
Yes.
he wants in this whole wide world. If you want
Dude,
to be
he's so alternative because he literally is like the father of like a spider colony. He's
Does
like
that
the
make you
he's like the king. He's the king of Halloween, dude.
That is true. He has a bunch of pumpkins, so legally I have to be on his side.
Yes. I'm so glad that you saw logic because I was seeing it. I was like the idiot savant that could see all the connections but couldn't explain them, and I just kind of like had to start blurting them out at you, like in some horrific way, like some unrefined way. Like he's alternative. He's alternative.
Alternative.
He keeps an unlicensed jury-rigged weapon in his umbrella. I'm not sure if that's
Yeah.
alternative.
I mean, DIY is pretty alternative. I would argue a lot of alternative people are kind of doing
No,
yourself.
DIY is like very crunchy. Do you know what crunchy means? Are you familiar with that term?
I know like crust punk. That's what I know. Do you know crust
No,
punk?
I have no idea. What is crust punk?
You never heard of crust punk? All right.
No, what is it?
Disclaimer, chat. I'm about to.
Oh, is this weird? Is this weird?
It is weird. It is a.
Let's move on. Let's move
No,
on.
it's too late. It's an alternative subsect of
Oh
like the
my god.
punk alternative lifestyle,
Okay.
where they'll have
Okay.
like they'll have their party clothes.
Party clothes, huh?
Or not party clothes, but like their like show clothes where they go. And
You didn't
they'll
say
have their
rust
vest.
punk. You said crust with a C.
Yes,
Right, Charlie.
crust punk.
Okay.
Look it up. I'm not even joking. Jamie, look
I'm-
this up right now.
Yeah, I'm not.
Crust
I'm not
punk
gonna look that up. I'm not
is-
looking that up.
They'll wear like a shirt that they'll never wash. And so that's
No.
Yeah, it's
I
fucking
think we
disgusting.
know. I think we know a few people like.
No, we're not getting. Now I have to change the subject.
Yeah, that's right. I'll just deploy the weapon.
So, Dresker, in Ravenspire, are we strictly?
No, let's
are we
move on.
strictly-
I'm done with Ravenspire. Okay, nobody
I'm
knows what
curious
the
about
hell
your
we're
question.
talking about. Okay,
Who cares?
we
Who
just
doesn't
keep
listen to us
we
talk?
just keep shouting legally distinct. Okay, like we can only keep this going for so long.
That is true. Last question though on Ravenspire. I'm sorry.
I just
have
want to know. I want to know if Hagrid is gay coded. That's what I want to know.
He is. He is gay coded. He's a bear. Like there are plenty of gay men out there that would
Well, and
flock to
I'm
Hagrid.
actually googling this. I really can't
Is-
abide this. Give me a second.
Is Hagrid gay coded? That's the question of the ages. I think he is. Honestly,
He is generally not considered gay coded by either fans or the author, as he shows explicit romantic interest in women. However, as
That
with
is
many
true.
characters, his unconventional traits, nurturing nature, and outsider status have led to diverse interpretations. You know, I think that's fair. I think that I think I was reading into it a little too much.
Maybe like my own lust can envision me running and frolicking through his pumpkin fields
Yeah.
towards this like 9 foot tall man. But
Yeah.
maybe that's just a me thing.
It might be. It might be. Are there any? Let me ask you this question: are there any characters from fiction? Okay, because I don't want to make it weird. Are there any characters from fiction that are male that you would actually fall head over heels for?
I mean, Alucard from Castlevania. Yeah, in a heartbeat. Dracula from Castlevania.
I get that. I get that.
I mean, dude, the long hair, like shit, like kind of like a little creepy, and that's all right. We can't fault him for that. I mean, there's like multiple like male characters. Loki from the Marvel universe, like
Yeah.
he's pretty sly. What about you? What do you have any sexual?
What about
attraction
me?
to fictional male characters that you haven't told anyone?
To fictional male characters that I haven't told anyone. Have you ever watched Yuri on Ice?
Okay, you better choose your words correctly because those are kids. A lot of those people are
No,
kids. if I'm not wrong.
no. Are they? No, okay. I just double checked. I'm safe. I just double checked. I'm safe. I'm safe.
Okay,
I'm,
okay.
I'm safe. I'm way in the clear.
Okay, yeah, you just can't go with Yuri Polinsky Yurio.
No, I wouldn't. No, that's fucking weird. They do ship him in that fandom, by the way, which is strange.
That is weird. What about Victor?
But we're
Are you
talking
like
about-
Victor?
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
Victor. I mean, he's an older guy, but I mean, come on, the gray
Yeah.
hair. What? Who else?
That's the only person I can think of. I'm gonna be honest
No,
with you.
there has to be more. There has to be.
Not off the dome. Not male characters.
Do you think?
What about female characters? Okay. All right. Side question. Sidebar. What female character from fiction on basis only of personality, are you would you fall for? Just on basis of personality alone.
Cortana.
Really?
Yeah. I
Tell
don't
me
know,
on it.
man.
Tell me on
She
it.
she was like when I was a wee lad playing Halo on the Xbox.
Oh, that
you know.
nostalgia factor. That nostalgia
I mean, it's
factor.
the nostalgia factor, and she's smart. You know, she knows everything about you. You know, you don't have to be like, "What's my favorite color?" and she'll forget. You know, she literally knows everything. I mean, dude, there's
So would you
multiple.
say you're pro AI?
I think.
Can I just
AI
get that statement, especially like generative
no,
AI?
I'm not.
You're like a big fan of that, right? We get that on the
AI has its
record.
uses. I think AI has its uses.
Like as
a
romantic
tool.
partners.
Dude, we got to stray away from AI. We were literally like talking about how every podcast ever with you guys always goes into fucking AI, and
You're
it's
right.
just like
You're
it's
right.
like brain dead.
Well,
It's
that
like,
means
dude,
we have to fulfill our destiny. We have to fulfill our destiny as a two guys podcast and talk about like bro stuff.
I'm ex bro now.
Your ex bro.
Ex-bro.
He's left. He's bros going their own way.
Okay, hold on. We've gotten
Okay.
so off topic. We started with role play. We ended off on AI. Let's loop back around. Let's talk about one of the topics. I chose role play. You got to choose another one so we can start spitballing.
You can't just tell me to choose another one. Like now I'm I'm sweating. I'm under pressure. It's unfair.
It doesn't matter.
I start
Don't.
what if I start quoting Anakin like when you tell me things to do? It's unfair.
Dude, how do you feel about the new Star Wars movies?
I don't want to I'm a hater. I am like 100% a hater, man. And it's so easy to hate because there's so many different like ways that you can approach the distaste for it. And I just do not want to go on like a negative rant where I just like tear apart the lack of direction, like the interesting like decision in casting, like the betrayal of Luke's story. Like I could go on for hours. And people do not want to listen to me fucking rant about Star Wars. They don't. I don't want to listen to me rant about Star Wars.
What was the TV show that you were watching with Baby?
With Baby?
You remember the TV show? Like the...
Oh,
like very
Andor.
Yeah.
Andor.
Was that
Yes,
good? I never watched it.
Andor is... Oh, it's incredible. It's absolutely incredible. I would say it's 9.5 out of 10.
All right, I'm going to make you choose here.
Okay.
You only get to consume one media for the rest of your life. Star Wars, Lord of the Rings, or Game of Thrones. Those are your three options.
That's so easy. I would absolutely go with Star Wars. And it's not even because it beats out the others in terms of quality, but it beats them out in terms of variety. Like the franchise will continue to expand and diversify because it's owned by Disney.
That is true, and it's a sci-fi universe.
Like
so
there may be a day when Game of Thrones like stops like new shows like House of the Dragon or like what was the one
Knights
with
of the Seven
Dunk?
Kingdom.
Yeah, A Night of the Seven Kingdoms.
Then let me
There's
ask
gonna
you
be
this.
a day when those shows like stop being produced. Like they're gonna exit like the popular culture, like the unconsciousness of like society. But like Star Wars is not going away for like 100 years.
Agreed. Then would you rather... Did you enjoy Andor more, or did you enjoy Knights of the Seven Kingdoms more?
You know the answer to that. I wish that I could say it's close. I wish that Knight of the Seven Kingdoms is like, it is honestly George R. R. Martin's like opus. is his
Really?
masterpiece. Absolutely.
Really?
Absolutely. It, like, if you look, Hayden, at the cinematography, like the parallelism that exists, like between like the different episodes, like the frame, like certain scenes are framed in like, and they hold so much meaning. Like the storytelling exists like at both at the lowest level and the highest level simultaneously. And
Okay.
like you need like a genius artist to pull that off. Like you need like a lone complex to pull off that level of like direction.
Okay.
Andor is
I don't
great.
know.
Andor is great, but it does
I've never
not
watched
rise. It does not rise to that level. It just doesn't. It's not like
You would still choose Star Wars over Game of Thrones just because of the longevity of it. What if Star Wars for the foreseeable future just produces dog shit?
well, that's very likely. But you know, it's just like if I could only watch one thing for the rest of my life, would I rather like watch like endless new like variety slop, or like the same like masterpieces over and over and over again with like never expanding? You know, I would probably go for the former rather than the latter.
All right, then I'm gonna hit you with some verses because hold on, let me think of some like characters
All right,
to
hit me
like
with it.
fight each other with. All right,
Okay.
who's winning?
Oh
in a
no, are
fight?
we doing like Goku versus Saitama like
Well,
type shit?
we're doing
Oh.
like a versus, like a bracket here. Anakin
Okay.
Skywalker at his prime versus Sauron.
That is actually interesting. That is in because okay, so Anakin Skywalker, let's just be clear, he is the chosen one. And in his prime, he is able to like are we counting like the cartoons, or are we just going with like the mainline films?
We're gonna do films
Okay.
because if we did the books with Sauron's like the evil, like the embodiment of evilness, you know, or like a representative of it.
Sauron is kind of, let's just be clear, Sauron is kind of like the devil's minion that like kind of like takes over after the devil dies. You know what I
Right.
mean?
I mean, still that's a devil versus. So Anakin Skywalker in a fight versus Sauron, who is winning?
That's really difficult. I think it would be really close.
I'm gonna go Sauron.
I'm leaning towards Sauron, but I think that I would give a little bit of an edge to Anakin because he has like the ability to kind of see the future. Like there are there are powers in the Star Wars universe that are not available to to Sauron. Like Sauron can't
Right.
see the future.
Right.
But
Well,
like
let's say Prime Sauron versus Prime Anakin. Just give me
Sauron.
Sauron. Sauron.
Yeah.
I'm saying Sauron too. All right.
Yeah.
We're gonna switch it up, and then we're gonna pin the winner of this next question against Sauron. Yoda versus Gandalf.
Gandalf, absolutely.
All right, and Gandalf versus Sauron.
Yeah, I think Sauron would win. I think he, in the films, doesn't he like beat the shit out of Gandalf like multiple times?
I mean, the Balrog beats the shit out of him, so I think Gandalf is getting. I think
No, the
Gandalf is getting
whole
fucking
purpose of
stomped.
Gandalf is a member of the Istari, who are like minor angels that have been sent to Middle Earth to kind of like guide, you know, like be like almost
they're
like
guides. They're guides.
yeah, they're guides for like the people. They're supposed to like kind of like they're kind of like DMs almost.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
DMs. They have
Yeah,
their player characters. You know, they have
Yeah,
their
yeah, they
PCs.
got their DMPCs, but the DMPC can't be too strong because you got to let the players overcome the
Yeah,
obstacles.
okay,
You know?
okay. All right, new bracket.
Yeah.
Luke Skywalker. No, sorry. What's a better one? Emperor Palpatine versus Daenerys Targaryen. She has one dragon with her.
One dragon. I don't know if those things are taking a lightning bolt, dude. I don't know if they are.
I think they're taking a lightning bolt.
Okay, but what, like, is
They're
he
a fucking
full
dragon.
power? Is he unlimited power? Like, is he, like, fully charged? Is the question.
Well, we're gonna say prime both. We'll say prime both.
both.
So like the biggest dragon. And
Sidious is
Daenerys
taking it,
Targaryen.
man. Sidious is taking it, dude.
You think Emperor Palpatine is beating a dragon?
Okay, is this just like a raw like matchup because first of all, he commands an empire.
No, we're talking about character versus character.
Okay, but part of his character is like manipulation. It's like the ability to like
We're talking about
change
powers
circumstances.
here. This is a
Just
dragon.
powers.
This is dragon versus Emperor Palpatine in 100 foot by 100
Okay,
foot.
let's just erase Daenerys, okay, and then we're just putting the dragon against
we'll put one of
Sidious.
Daenerys is dragon versus
Okay.
Emperor Palpatine.
I mean, if he's a glass cannon build in this situation. He gets one
Yeah.
shot.
Yeah, I mean he gets one shot, but if he can get a shot off, though,
Yeah.
like if he hits that fucking dragon,
I think the
once,
dragon
dude,
takes it. I think the dragon will win.
I think the dragon just because of the size and how fucking huge
Yeah.
it is, and how quick it is. Like, I'm on that with the dragon.
Although,
All right.
although, in the last Skywalker, doesn't like Sidious, like the reborn Sidious, doesn't he like power like 1 billion fucking like Star Destroyers with like all of his lightning, like all of his power?
I don't know. I haven't watched it. I can't say.
What? That's.
All right.
I
then
just
let me
feel
ask
like
you this.
I just feel like that's saying that you haven't listened to like the Beatles, like you've never listened to any of their discography.
I haven't listened to the Beatles, so I
Like
couldn't
you,
tell
like
you.
you have to listen to the Beatles' worst shit too. You know what I mean? Like that's kind of how I feel about Star Wars, like with like those films, the last ones, the sequels.
No, you don't have to watch it. If it's bad, don't watch it. Why would you want?
How do you? Okay, let me ask you a question. How do you know it's bad if you don't watch it?
I mean, you can consume it without like totally sitting down to watch all of it. Like if I like start, if I start like an anime or something, dude, and I get like an episode in or like 3 episodes or whatever, and I'm like, okay, well I'm not driving with this. Like people know what they like and don't like. It's not a matter of like, okay, I'm gonna.
But the sequel trilogies each have different directors, so they might switch it up on you.
Sure. I don't know, man. I don't want to watch it. I don't. And to be fair, I'm not a big Star Wars fan.
I don't know why I'm
I-
trying to sell you on this. I fucking hated the
I don't
movie.
Exactly. Oh shit. Okay, hold on.
I'm a devil's
We need more
advocate.
characters.
I'm a devil. I can't escape it, dude. I'm argumentative. And that's what you love about me.
That's what I hate about you. Honestly.
It's a love-hate relationship for sure. Dude,
Without a doubt.
have you seen the trailers for the new Fable game?
I'm so fucking excited for that. Dude.
Yeah.
I never got to play Fable, like the original series, ever. But just looking at the newer game, like it makes me want to play the older games.
The graphics are genuinely incredible.
How do you feel about the new Divinity Original Sin? It's like 3, I think. Have you seen that?
I saw the trailer. It was like very dark fantasy, and I was immediately enraptured. But I hated like Divinity Original Sin 2, so I'm gonna hold off on that. They obviously sent it with Baldur's Gate 3, so I have a lot of confidence in Larian, and Larian have like kind of positioned themselves to be like, we are the ultimate ethical publisher, and like they've kind of like taken a crown. They are like wearing a crown now. You know, they're hey, RPG games, we're calling the shots now. And honestly, I'm not even mad about it.
No, I think like there are great things about Baldur's Gate, and there are great things about Divinity Original Sin. Like Baldur's Gate was obviously more like Dungeons and Dragons inspired, like, you know, and Divinity, you had like, what was it called? Those like action points or whatever. And you could do anything with those action points. You know, you weren't like strictly set to attack, movement, you know, bonus action, you know, main action, bonus action. And that's what I loved about Divinity Original Sin. But Baldur's Gate was just so much, it was way more produced. And so I hope they do the same with Original Sin 3. But
I don't think they're gonna call it Original Sin 3. I don't think it's gonna be like a part of that mainline trilogy. But I do believe that it is set in the same world. I don't know if that's like a meaningful distinction at all, but it's just what I'm reading like here on Google.
Yeah. You know, whatever they do, I look forward to playing it, and I hope that they put as much production into that Divinity game. With the same that they did with Baldur's Gate. Now, I've never finished Baldur's Gate.
Can I ask you a serious question? So, I don't think that Baldur's Gate 3 gets enough criticism on one specific point. And it's that it requires so much like cognitive investment and like time investment.
It's not a casual game.
No, it's not. And I love that it is deep. I love that it's deep. And I love that you can get super invested, but it can like, it's one of those games where it can feel very overwhelming at times. Yeah. And if they made like, I don't know if this is even possible, what I'm about to suggest, but if they could make it feel more casual on the surface, make it a little less overwhelming, still maintain like all of the depth, that would be a game I would probably never stop playing.
Yeah. I love Baldur's Gate, but dude, I can agree with that it is, man, it is like past Act 2, when you get into Act 3, it's fucking overwhelming, man. There are so many quests to do. There's so much shit. It's such a big world, like so many like nooks and crannies, and it gets overwhelming, dude. It's hard to like, it's hard to keep up with it. Now,
like don't get me wrong, like I love Larian, but like it is a unit. Like if you've ever heard of anybody that's played Baldur's Gate 3, like, I mean, most of the people that have played the game have never completed like a full run. Is that like?
No,
I'm not wrong there,
true.
Right? Like that's a commonly reported thing.
I have like 250 hours on the goddamn game, still haven't finished it. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, I get to Act 3 and I'm like, oh my god, I'm so overwhelmed. You know, it would be cool if I played a bard. You know, and it was like, okay, well, I'll go make a bard and do all the same shit again. But no, I mean, it was.
I had Frenchie drag me, kicking and screaming through that story mode, man. He was like, "It's Tuesday again. Come on, Drasker. Time for your Baldur's Gate 3 session." Yes, dear.
Yes, fine. I hope the new Divinity game is a little more casual. Definitely. Well, they don't have the restrictions of Wizards of the Coast, so they can do.
The problem is that, and this is what I fear, they have zero incentive to make it any more casual, because they have gotten like so many accolades, they got so many sales, And like I genuinely, I don't know if this has even been like a point that has been raised like by media or by games journalism. And I mean, do any of us even respect games journalism? Like, like it's rough.
Yeah.
rough.
IGN like will literally start up the game and like play 5 seconds of it with their controller disconnected and be like, the game sucks. And it's like,
or just
what?
glaze it endlessly.
Yeah.
Like
This game is the best game ever, and here's why. And then you play it, and it's like you're playing with fucking cardboard and super glue. It's like, what am I doing right now, dude? Like,
Yeah.
I thought this game was fucking good. But to loop back around to Fable, did you see the like dynamic like NPC system that they have? Like
I did.
What do you think about that? Do you think more games should implement that, or?
I love like complexity. I do think that it has costs. And one of the like, okay, here's like a really, really good like explanation, right? You know how much time I've sunk into like the Sins of Avarta map, right?
Yes.
I've like, put a lot of detail in certain areas, and other areas it's just kind of like, yeah, but in other places it's just kind of like very bland. It's like open forest and so on and so forth. Like you need to choose where you're like spending your time, where you're investing your energy. And typically, like if you're producing a product like a video game, if you're spending a lot of time in one area, there's usually like something that is like, being underdeveloped elsewhere.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm curious about. I'm curious to see if what the depth of the gameplay is going to be like, because it's like the opposite of the Baldur's Gate 3 problem, right? Where it's like very satisfying on like a casual level, but zero depth.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of their effort has been spent on this like dynamic NPC system that they have. I just like, we got like a little bit of combat in like the gameplay trailer, but the majority of the trailer was him talking to a pig and like, like buying like a tavern and all this. Like, I'm curious if the combat's going to be good, because if the combat is good, fuck yeah, I can't wait. But if the combat's like okay and it's just something that happens, and it's gonna start feeling like it's more of a social game rather than like an open RPG, where you can every chance changes your outcome. So that's what I'm worried about, and I hope they don't like put all their eggs in one basket for the like dynamic NPC system. Like, of course I'm gonna play it, but I mean, whatever, we'll see how it goes, right?
No, absolutely. I think that what I've always been really interested in, because I've thought about before I even got into like Unity dev and stuff like that, I was thinking about like, if I wanted to make my own game, like how would I design like an NPC system, and there are systems that can theoretically be done and have been done, but haven't been actualized in like 3D games. So what I'm like trying to get at is, how familiar are you with games like Dwarf Fortress?
Not at all.
Okay, so in Dwarf Fortress, like the whole game is text, right? And it like procedurally generates a bunch of characters that are like off map, but sometimes they can come on map. And it basically like generates like 250 years of history, with like all of these kingdoms being toppled, like villains rising and stuff. So it's like just as deep as Baldur's Gate 3, and it's completely procedurally generated. And you kind of like get like these stories that evolve from the procedural generation. And even though there's not like quests that are like, kind of like animated or like voice acted and stuff, you can kind of like with your own creativity role play in the game and be like, I am going to I'm going to like go and destroy like these goblin nations that have been attacking like, my dwarf civilization. right?
Right.
And that's just something that like can pop up, or like there can be like a giant demon monster, right? That's like ravaging the land.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's like a bunch of like goals that you can create and stuff like that. And I've never seen that really done in a 3D like game to that level where it's like procedurally generated.
Maybe
and I wonder if you can even yeah. I'm wondering how close they've gotten to that. And, you know, if we're ever going to get to that level, because I'm sure that it would require some level of like an extensive amount of voice acting.
Yeah, I mean, it would be fucking insane unless they use, but the dev team is already like sworn against AI. But I mean, to get that amount of depth, it would have to be text-based or, you know, AI generated.
Well, I'm not sure if it would needs to be AI generated. To be honest with you, I'm sure that AI generation would help, but I think that there are ways of going about it. But let me try to think through like this concept that I'm gonna propose. So you know how in Skyrim, the big thing that Todd Howard was like kind of announcing was like, we have radiant quests. That's what they called them, like radiant quests, and you know, like there's going to be an endless amount of radiant quests, and they're like bounties, and like, you know, like go kill this guy there, and so on and so forth.
Right.
A real radiant quest, like the one I'm talking about, like the Dwarf Fortress one, would be like, there is a villain in Riften, go kill him. Well, let's say that like after a certain amount of time you don't go kill him. Maybe like Riften like explodes, you know,
right. Or it becomes like the Jarl or something, you know.
Exactly.
City.
And then you get like a new quest, like, you know, you need to like go to Riften and like unseat this Jarl. Well, maybe like you go there and maybe you like this Jarl, and it's like, oh, I'm gonna like become his top guy. I'm gonna become like this villain's, you know, like henchman, right? And then it's like, oh, you know, like go on these missions for this Jarl, and you start like being like the bad guy, and then you get to the like, you know, you make your way up through the ranks as a henchman, and it's like you get a quest, kill the Jarl, become the Jarl, you know, and it's like, can that be done, like, not just in text, not just in 2D? And I think that it can. I just think it's incredibly ambitious.
I think it's insanely ambitious, and I think it would take so.
I'm wondering if that's what they're trying
long.
to do with Fable, and I don't think it is. I'm not confident that it is. That would be really cool.
No, I think they're trying to do something similar to. Did you ever play Shadows of Mordor?
No, but I've heard a ton about it.
You should definitely play it one day. It's a great game, but I mean they trademarked it, but it was like an enemy system where if
Nemesis system.
The Nemesis system. And so if you didn't kill them, then they would get stronger and they would come back. If you didn't kill them again, they'd get stronger and stronger and stronger. You know, and they kind of move up the bracket. I think they're trying to do something like that, but focused around the character rather than like NPCs. So it'd be like your character starts out as an adventurer, and then they move up to being like a noble, and then noble to blah blah blah. You marry a princess, and like they're trying to do something like that. I think. I don't know. Obviously, they can't do the Nemesis system because the people who created the Nemesis system trademarked it, and so no one else can do that system anymore. Which, by the way, fuck them for that. That's totally bullshit.
I'm gonna be honest, dude. I'm not sure how much I buy people being like, well, we can't do this because it's trademarked. And when I look at like copyright, like law, first of all, can I just say, I am a massive supporter and frankly a simp for Palworld, for like unseating Pokemon as like this tyrannical holder of like all of like these copyrights and like all of these IPs. Like
that shit was
there
crazy.
is I am listen,
insane.
I am a number one. Like I love Pokemon. It's so close to my heart, dude. But
Yeah.
they are like one of the largest like franchises in the world,
They're
and they
tyrannical.
put in absolutely zero effort into some of their games, man. Like and like the thought that goes into it, I'm just like, what was the decision making process? Because I know you guys like pay some of your executives like millions of dollars to make these decisions and like come up with analyses and like market research and like and like the city was all one mesh, like like you couldn't go in. There's no interiors. We're all on the rooftops. Like what's happening? what
Dude,
what is going on?
Yeah, for the people that don't know, Nintendo, people who own Pokemon, correct me if I'm wrong, because I don't know much Pokemon, but they tried suing Palworld because the game was similar to theirs in the fact that you could capture a wild,
With a ball.
a wild pal, and you kept them in a ball. Right? They obviously lost because it's fucking ridiculous, but they were legit trying to like get this game removed because, and their whole like reasoning was because it's too similar to Pokemon, and like we're gonna try to trademark catching wild animals into a sphere. No one else can do that.
It's absolutely ridiculous. And
It's tyrannical.
it's tyrannical. We're just gonna keep calling it tyrannical.
I mean, it is, dude. It is.
I'm so glad that Palworld put the kibosh on all of that, because now I feel like Palworld is like becoming like a real successor to Pokemon. Like the new game that they're coming out with, Pal Farm.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna play that, dude. I'm absolutely gonna play that. That looks fun.
I've never been a Pokemon enjoyer or Pokemon-esque games enjoyer. So I've never played Palworld, but I mean, I know that you love the fuck out of Palworld.
Yeah.
More than many. But we only have a couple minutes left, and there's a little segment we like to do on something simple, where it never really is that simple.
It's never that
just
simple.
Personal progress on yourself. So, Dresker, what's the personal progress you've been striving towards, and maybe even achieved recently?
My personal progress. I have no idea. What personal progress have you been working on? Give me some context.
So here's some personal things that I've been working on that I am proud to say that I've been doing and keeping to. I've been eating a lot less fast food. I feel like I've become I know it's crazy, but I've become so used to just getting fast food, but now I'm starting to make my own meals and
Dude, I've had so much fast food this past week. It's so bad. It's so bad.
We're all guilty of it. It's easy. It's really fucking easy, man. It's really, really easy.
Oh my god.
But I mean, I think personally, I've been doing better on that. I've been working out, bettering my health, which I encourage everyone to do. And just been, I think, figuring out emotions a lot more with me and how to digest them. But that is a constant struggle, at least for me, I can speak, that it is, a constant battle that we all inevitably have to fight, whether it's anxiety or depression or, over workload or whatever it might be. It's something that we all strive to kind of manage on our own. And so I feel like I've been doing a lot better with that. Of course, we all have our slip ups, but those are like 3 notable things about myself that I feel I've been doing better. So, what about you, Trez?
So I'm obsessed. I'm literally an obsessive artist, and it can be deleterious to my mental health. But last week, I took a substantial break from responsibilities and duties, and I hit a pretty bad burnout. And when I hit that, I took that time for myself. I stepped away. I rotted. I went outside. I touched grass. I've been doing a lot of weeding. I've been taking care of my garden. I've got some tomatoes growing. There was a deer actually in my backyard 2 days ago, like a whole ass doe, full grown doe, and I went out there with a bowl of water because she was sleeping in the shadow of my apple tree in my backyard.
Aw.
And I was like, it was really hot out. It was like 102 degrees. So I went out there with a bottle of water, or not a bottle, but a bowl, like a big plastic bowl. And I set it. I didn't get too close, because it's a wild animal. But I set it down, and she ran away. So, but I did put it over by the. I did put it over by the apple tree, and a bunch of the other animals started coming over, like the birds and squirrels and chipmunks and shit, and they all started drinking the water.
Yeah, dude, they're like, fuck yeah, free water.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
in this fucking heat, man, which by the way, guys, please drink water. It's getting really hot out.
Yeah,
I'm sure
it
it'll
is.
die down inevitably, but holy shit. Well, everyone, ladies and gentlemen, everything far from it in between. This has been the Something Simple podcast. Thank you all for coming out to hang out with us on the 4th of July.
Yeah,
we don't know
thank
when
you
we'll
guys
do
for
this
joining
again,
us.
but we will definitely let you all know ahead of
Every
time.
single Saturday.
Every single day, be prepared.
Every day. 1 hour a day.
Anything you want to say, Drasku, before we close this off?
I'll see you guys tomorrow for the after action report. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Got a
I'll
lot
be
of
there
stuff
as well.
planned. Yeah, we're also
So-
gonna have a guest star for the after action report tomorrow. We're gonna have Yurf B the Real B, and I believe Dr. Cat as well.
Holy shit, dude, we have a stacked
Yeah, it's gonna be
lineup tomorrow.
stacked. It's gonna be stacked, man. We
It's
will
gonna be stacked.
unfortunately, missing our beloved Hoplite Will. Terrible shame.
It is a shame.
I mean, I should probably mention this for everybody. Little behind the scenes. Hoplite Will was not able to make it to the last session. Now this poor guy started a new job, and this will have been his second week at the new job. Okay, that just ended. During the last after action report, he as soon as the stream ended, his internet went out, and it has been down ever since.
Oh god.
Yeah, so he's been running 12s all week with no internet, after he gets off of work.
Dude,
It's
and
just
for chronically online people like us, guys, if you don't know, that's like the end of the world. All right?
I'd be pulling my hair out.
Dude, honestly.
Oh my god. But no, I spoke with him before the episode, before Sins of Avarta. He's doing all right.
Cool. I'm glad that he's doing great.
Yeah.
I'm glad that he's doing great, dude.
But I figured I'd give a little update on his behalf since he can't speak for himself. But yeah,
he
guys,
isn't
thank
in here
you.
to vouch.
That's true. But thank you guys for joining us for the after action report. And
This is
you
after
know,
action.
pressure Gordius here.
This
Pressure
isn't
him to
after
run.
action. This isn't after action.
Fuck, sorry, I'm mixing
Someone
it up.
clip it.
No,
This is
don't
something
clip it.
simple.
Don't. This is something simple. Where nothing is ever that
Where nothing.
simple.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm ending it.
Got the parents all going through hell, 'cause the guns keep flying off the shelf. Do you see the man on the street, just fighting for a meal to eat? You can write him off as a lunatic, but it could have been you or me, if we didn't ever find our feet. gonna change the name. Do you see the man on the screen? Just a puppet, but you never see the strings. Calling it a war, not a genocide. Telling us it isn't what it seems. Man, that's a different kind of greed. Love me now, hold me down. And the government stayed on heavy foot, and they try to keep us all down. Love me now, hold me down. And the government stayed on heavy foot, and they try to keep us all down. No, they never gonna keep us all down. No, they never gonna keep us all down.
Never say sorry, we were playing cemetery. It's an old game, honey, from the 70s, like London werewolves. And it's getting kinda spooky, like the shit you see in movies. And I'm wearing my pen like I'm wearing my pain, 'cause he gave it to me too, like I'm wearing